wishing all the women out there happy International Women's Day. If you're a woman, beat your chest and say that we are great. We are made great. Okay, good to have you. My name is Ijoma Uche. Today, I will be hosting the women that has joined us to look at the International Women's Day Celebration 2024 edition. And they are Honorable Mrs. Beatrice Ifunanya Nwoye. She is a member, Anambra Child Protection Network, CPN. Good morning, Beatrice.
Good morning, ma.
Okay. And I also have Gloria Nwafo, Executive Director, Care for the Physically Challenged and Destitute Foundation. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Okay. These are the women that have joined me this morning to celebrate International Women's Day. And the topic of this year's edition is investing in women to accelerate change. And this is to commemorate the 2024 International Women's Day celebration with the theme, Invest in Women, Accelerate in Progress. These are the things that we're going to look at, especially looking at this theme, the theme of this year's celebration, Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Yes, let me start with you, Mrs. Gloria. What does it mean to invest in a woman?
Thank you, the moderator. Investing in women means to empower women. It's just to empower women in every aspect that will help them to be independent. For example, empowering them financially, educationally, and even social belonging, politically and otherwise. When you invest in women in all these empowerments, there will be something else, and they will compete with their men counterparts. That is the essence of bringing today's International Women's Day, to recognize that they are important in the society and they have things to contribute to make sure that our society is moving forward, starting from their homes, because they are the home builders. If you did not empower women economically, educationally, politically, socially, culturally, if you didn't empower women in all these things, they will not perfect or put in the society the inherent qualities that are in them created by God. So we are appealing the society at large to empower women and invest on them so that they will be able to give out what they have to make society a world living.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Mrs. Beatrice, let us first of all look at the background of this celebration, International Women's Day celebration. Can you give us a little background of how it started and what it intends to achieve?
Okay, thank you so much. Well, I would say that the International Women's Day started in order to carry women along, to make sure that women are being participated in all angles of political aspects, social and cultural ways, to make sure that they are not being left out in terms of the societal things, in terms of when it comes to, let me use the politics aspect of it. You know, they always like to marginalize women. They said, you women, you are not to participate, you are not to do this because you're a woman. So the International Women's Day is trying to let people know that women have rights. In as much as men have rights, the women as well have rights. To, you know, to exercise their own franchise, to belong, to participate in whatever that is going on in the society, whatever that is going on in the community. Just like the team says, invest. Once you invest in a woman, once you carry women along, it shows that you have created a wide opportunities for the nation. So that is why this International Women's Day has come to expose women, to open their eyes, to let them know what they ought to know as a woman. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And Mrs. Gloria, if you're a Nigerian, would you say that Nigeria recognize women, and are they given their proper place in the scheme of things? Because we cannot be talking for women in other nations of the world, and then we don't talk about ourselves. Will you say that Nigerian women have given a proper place when it comes to, how do I put it? Okay, just say politically, economically, culturally, and otherwise?
Well, in a layman's understanding and knowledge, we know that place of women are not given by Nigerians due to maybe some unnecessary decisions or thinking or about women. You know, naturally, or let's say culturally, in Anambra State, in Nigeria in general, women are not being recognized as a force that can change society. Men try to over-empower women to show that women are now capable, women cannot do this, women cannot do that. But when in actual sense, they have not given any opportunity to women to exercise their powers. For example, politically, women has been clamoring for 35% affirmation, and this has not been given to them in Nigeria. Compared to other other countries, women are not given their right. During employment, most women are being disenfranchised. Why? Because men who are in position to maybe to give them that employment may like to say, you will give me your body before I will give you this. They will demand something from the woman before they can do that. You understand? Women are not given their right. Even when you have that qualification, you are more qualified even than men. They will leave you aside as a woman and say that your right is in the kitchen. This is the way they put us, or where they place us. Without knowing that women have capacity, they have power, especially those who have been educationally brought up, who have been socialized. If you give them position with their wealth of knowledge, educationally and otherwise, they will be able to do more than men. But men, because let's say in Igbo culture, they say that a place of women are in the kitchen, and as such, women cannot do anything or come out to say anything in the presence where men are gathered. They don't give us that opportunity. So it is a hindrance to us to exercise the powers God has given us. Knowledge, talent, and whatever women can exercise to give us the opportunity to express ourselves and to help in building our society. After all, we have women amongst us who have achieved so much in the society. Look at Mrs. Dora, Professor Dora Akunyel. She's one of them that has contributed immensely in our society. Is she not a woman? If she can do that, and other women, why can't other women be given opportunity to exercise their rights? So women are not given the actual place they're supposed to have in the society. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Mrs. British, let us come to this. When you talk about 35 affirmation, like you said, they will tell you that the little opportunity that were given to women, that some of them misused it, but not minding that the majority of the women that have been in government did very well. Okay, but that's by the way. What I want to look at, let's bring it home culturally. Beatrice, would you say that women have a place at all? Because when you go to some communities, they don't involve women in decision making, in Umonna meeting. and what do you call it? A whole lot of things. And even when they are deciding things, you know, for you, and not back against where me wanya, mana wanya no reba na the thing. So how do we handle this?
Okay, thank you once again. Just like you said, they don't have place even in community base. We women don't have place because men believe that they have rights over us. And the funniest part of it is that even when they are taking such decision, as a woman, you are not even invited to be there. And you can't even ask why you are not supposed to be there. Why? Because they believe you are under them. Bible said we should submissive. We should be under the men. So whatever the men does to us is acceptable. We are the sacrifice. They will use us to do anything that they want. And we don't have right to talk. So I would say that when it comes to community, especially in the cabinet, I believe that women have a lot to contribute in the cabinet. Yes. Because when we talk about gender equality, gender inequality, how we are being treated, I don't see the reason why a woman should not be given chance to express her feelings in the public. Even when men are gathered, women have something to contribute. And when it comes to that, even when women contribute, they will not even take that contribution as anything. They will not even take that contribution as anything. Why? Because they believe that what you said does not count. So I believe that the way it should be handled or taken care of is by giving us, the women, the privilege. They should give us the chance to exercise our rights, to contribute, just like the Bible said that we are there to help out. They should give us that place to help them out, so that they will know that we have something upstairs. We have something to contribute to the society. We have a lot of women, just like my colleague said, that have contributed towards the progress of the society. And if you watch at their records, you will see that if either they did it forcefully, those women that achieved it, they did it forcefully. You will hear some men saying, don't mind them, those that enter into politics or those that come out to showcase themselves, they are prostitutes, they are this, they don't listen to their husband. They'll be using a lot of sentiments that is not right to qualify the woman. Why? Because the woman wants to stand out for herself. So I think that they should give us the chance, the privilege to express ourselves, even in the community base. Okay. When they are having this cabinet, it should not be only men. Women should be included, because women have a lot to contribute as well. We are the womb. If the men should recognize that we, the women, are the womb, we are the carriers. We are even the one that direct them on what to do on most of the things that they are doing. But because that mindset of we, the women, we don't have right over the men, they don't want to showcase it, but they know the truth. So they should be giving us that privilege.
They know the truth.
Yes. They should give us that privilege.
Before an Ichie goes to meeting, he discusses with the wife, and the wife,
on what
when you get to that place, tell them this, say this, and say that. And then he goes there, says that, and becomes a hero. And then not minding, and it was the woman in the house that made that wonderful contribution. Okay, thank you very much. Let's look at the theme of this year's celebration and see, what does the theme, invest in women, accelerate progress, mean? Mrs. Gloria, what does it mean?
The theme, accelerate women, accelerate progress, means collective efforts that will help to push women in front as men. All the necessary things that are required to project the women, their activities, and what will progress them in everything they do to make sure that they are not dependent. For example, as I've earlier said in education, there is need to empower women educationally. Most women, especially our children who are females, they are not taking their education as very important. any child that did not, any female child that did not go to school, it's like her life has ended because she can never make any meaningful progress in life. And that is why it is very necessary for everybody, every institution, government, families, society at large, will be talking about educating our female children so they will not be a dropout. It's not a situation where you will be sending your female child. You understand? It is not good. You have to give her opportunity of that education. Secondly, our children, we women, we mothers, we need to identify the talents inherent in our female children so that educationally we train them like that so that they will be useful in society. Not demanding the type of discipline or type of course your child will do for you as a mother to benefit and not beneficial to the child. We should discredit that aspect of life. You study the talent of your child and identify it and train her towards that child. It will help her to grow progressively. Again, as we are talking about culture, I will use this opportunity to thank Digi3 of Ufuma, who has gone above other traditional rulers. She put the woman leader of Ufuma in his cabinet, so that when any issue comes up as women, that woman leader will take up and know what decision that will be beneficial to the women, and she will help to contribute. And then from there, he will disseminate the information to the women. I applaud him for that, for taking that decision, unlike other traditional leaders who normally say that women should never come nearer them or where they are taking decisions. Okay. Likewise, I still maintain that even government should be giving women that chance and the opportunity to exercise politically. All the political parties should give women opportunity, give them a level ground where they can participate politically. When a woman is empowered politically, not putting meeting at midnight where women cannot leave children and come out. And women should be given enough quota to participate in politics. They should not increase the financial aspect of political activities so that women cannot be able to produce such amounts. They should put it in a playground, give women their quota. Okay, you women, you yourself carry out your campaign, and if any of you wins, the person wins. That's the level ground we are needing in politics for our women. So okay, the political parties and government should give us that opportunity for us to exercise our rights and opportunities.
All right. So, Mrs. Beatrice, talking about exercising rights and opportunities, how can investing in women economically contribute to the overall well-being of the society?
Okay. I would say that investing in a woman, how is going to help generally. Once you invest in a woman, you have invested in the whole nation. Yes. If you invest in a woman, maybe politically, and the person become commissioner, for example, let me use this current commissioner for budgets. She will also carry others along, because women don't have bitter mind. Women have clear mind. Really? Women have accommodating mind.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm. They would like to accommodate others. They would like to show others the way. That is why they say you should invest in a woman. Because once you invest in every woman, that woman will not like to let others down. But you know, these men, some men, once they have the way, they will not like to show the women the way, because they believe that once the women knows the way, the women will have power more than him as a man, or the woman will be challenging him as a man. That is why they don't want us to participate in it.
But is it true? Do women challenge men when they are empowered?
No. It's not true.
Really?
I don't believe in it.
So why do they feel that way?
Because they believe that women does not have right to participate in it. That is why they believe in that way. But we women cannot challenge them, because I believe that everybody knows their place. Women know their place in politics, and even at home. That you are rich or you are richer than your husband at home does not make you the man of the house. No matter how rich you are still under your husband. And that is where it should be in everything. So if you are afraid of investing in a woman, how do you intend the community or the society to progress? Because I believe that we, the women, are the progress. We are the one that is making everything to work, even in the community, in the family, in the society, in the government. In a situation whereby there is no women, I don't think God made a mistake by creating a woman. Yes. Because had it been, we don't have a place in the society, God wouldn't have created her in the first place. But he created a man, and he's noticed that that man, without a help of a woman, he cannot progress. That is why he made us to be beside him. So if the government or the society at large will see that thing that God saw in us before creating us, I believe that they will give us the opportunity to invest in us, to know that we, the women, we have a lot to contribute. We have a lot in area of everything in life aspect. So if they invest in us as the women, they will never regret it.
Okay, it's an assurance. Then you have heard it. If you invest in women, you would never regret it. I wonder why they don't want to have this inclusion with their wives. But most of them go out of their way to train their daughters. Most men give attention to their daughters' education, even more than the boys. You want to have a daughter that is well educated, well placed. They want them to even read professional courses, and they will be saying that this is my daughter. And then your wife at home, you don't want to involve her in a societal affairs or whatever, because you are scared, according to Honorable Beatrice, you're scared that she will overrule in the house. But that, I don't know, maybe it's going to form part of the next question that I'm going to ask Mrs. Gloria. So, and that is, what are some of the main challenges that women are facing in the society?
Thank you, the moderator. Women are facing a lot of challenges. As I've earlier told you, or as our sister has said, fear grab men. Some men who are greedy will not like their women to come out in the society. That is one aspect. The second aspect is that women are also facing challenges amongst their fellow women. Like in Igbo land, when you come to see Umuada society or Umuada of 18, when politics comes, or women generally, they don't like themselves. They are jealous of themselves. And that is why when a woman comes out for politics, majority of them are, if all women support their co-women who came out for politics, how many men do come out for voting? Very few men came out for voting. It's women that carry everything. If we support our co-women, we take their position. Yes, no matter whatever money they have. But the challenge is that we women are jealous of ourselves. We don't support ourselves. And if we change this mentality, the challenge women are having in politics will reduce. Secondly, this culture of 10, women have no right of even inheritance. A man will bear children and maybe cannot make a will before his death. When the man dies, the family members will take everything the man has, which the woman helped to contribute in the family. All the properties they have, their family members will take all from the woman, pushing away the woman and the children. These are one of the challenges we are having. And they are not giving, men are not giving their right of inheritance to their female children. A man will have maybe 2 sons and 2 daughters. When sharing his property, they will not remember women. And they are also the children, or part of the children. And maybe when the woman goes to the, when the lady marries, maybe the husband is no longer alive. He will lose out even from his husband's side, lose out from his father's side. Who is to be blamed? So the woman will just be like that in her own, the end of her life has closed because he has no place to lay his hand. And his family that brought her to the society. So there is need that government should put policies to checkmate all these things, especially in our Igbo community, Anambra in particular. All these things has been becoming an alarming situation where women don't have right of inheritance, both in their family where she is marrying and where she is giving birth to. So again, women are not given opportunity to be well educated. For that reason, our children are not, our female children are not given enough education.
Is it now or before?
Before, and some areas now. There are some areas now that women are not given education. They give them out of marriage, that is child marriage, without the person completing even this basic education. They give out the person in marriage. When we went for advocacy in one of the communities in Anambra West and the Ayamelum, we discovered that even Oyi local government, we discovered that many of them are giving out their children in marriage at younger age. When you ask the reason, they say that they will get pregnant when they become of age. So instead of them to bring a shame to the family, it's better they give the person out in marriage without thinking the effect it will be on that female child in future. So all these are the challenges we are having. Economically, women are not being empowered. Economically, when government is giving maybe soft credit, women are not given enough consideration because they think women cannot perform economically. But women, they are the managers in the house. They know how to manage, and even with that little that you give to them, they can save it after using it, utilizing it. If you give a woman a loan, if you give a woman loan, women can pay it back than men. Try it. And even in cooperative societies, women are not given opportunity to be the chairman or the president of that cooperative society or the union because they feel women cannot lead well. They will take every positions, including treasurer. Men will try to take that position so that you will be in control of everything. Men, we are appealing to you people, give us enabling environment. Okay. Give us opportunity so that we bring out that thing God gave in us, deposited in us, that wisdom. You are the head, we believe. But we are the neck, carrying you head. So your head cannot do without neck. That is why we are appealing that both of us are partners in business. And that is why you give us opportunity to help you in the society, in building up the society. Okay. So let's look at in politics now. Well, look at number of years men has been taking position in political setting, from president to even councillor. You will like to be men, and you have been doing all these things for years. Why not give women opportunity to try? Because society are not well. Look at the situation we are having now. Assuming women are given that opportunity, you try and see how it will go. There are few women that have been tried. The first women governor in Anambra State, Mrs. Veji Etiaba, you see how she functioned within the shortest period given to her. So I am appealing. We are not trying to take over your position as a man, but we are appealing that you give us opportunity to exercise that gift of wealth of knowledge God has deposited in us, so that everything will progress in our society. Thank you.
Okay, yes, we are looking at the challenges that women are facing, even as we are discussing International Women's Day program this morning. Don't forget that International Women's Day is on the 8th of March every year. March 8th, every year, we celebrate International Women's Day. And I have in the house Beatrice and Gloria, and they're the one talking to us today concerning this. We're looking at the challenges that women are facing. We still have a whole lot of them to talk about, but let's take a break here. And when we come back from that break, we begin to conclude.
In a world hungry for goodness, with a splash of golden Terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile, make a lunch hour a happy hour. Change no thanks into yes please. Provide care when our nearest and dearest needs it most, and resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty, nourishing family meals is all that matters. The world needs moms, because where there are moms, there is hope, happiness, and love. Golden Terra Oil, or pure love.
Okay, welcome back. It is still Good Morning Anambra. So we're looking at International Women's Day. We are looking at the challenges. Because for want of time, please, Honorable Beatrice, just in a minute, tell us the challenges that women are facing, especially when it comes to widowhood practices in this state.
Okay. The challenges they are facing when it comes to the aspect of widows. The most painful part of it is that they don't regard widows in the community as a human being anymore. Why? Because they believe that the husband is no more. They believe that the husband is the one covering the household, which is true. But in a situation whereby the man is no more in the family, I believe that the woman is now the umbrella covering the children. So if a woman is now taking the place of a man when the man is no longer in the house, why would they be taken for granted? Some widows in so many communities, their husband peoples have put them in a place of shock, in a place that even if then their family member cannot be there. For example, how can you say because she's a widow, she has 3 boys, and the family is sharing their land, the family land, instead of you to give that woman the land of the children, the brother to the husband will now collect the whole land, believing that the woman, which is the widow, does not have rights over the land. Then who has been taking care of those children? The brother in question, the brother-in-law in question, don't know how they fed. He doesn't pay the school fees. He doesn't give them money to eat. So why will you go and take the land given to the children of the widow? Because we believe nobody that will talk to her, nobody that will defend her, nobody that will, is quite appalling. What they are doing to our widows in the society is not good. Please, I'm appealing to the government to look into it.
Of course, that's where I want to come in now, because the government is actually, I think what we are looking at now is this present situation of things, or perhaps how it used to be, because right now, except you don't complain, decide to keep it to yourself, that's where you die in silence. Otherwise, if they do anything to you in your community as a widow, you just get to the Ministry of Women and Social Development and report, and the government will come out for you and fight. This is very important in case you have not heard this. But we're looking at a situation whereby a man dies and the woman is looked at as the cause of the death of the man. Perhaps that's why you go through a whole lot of things, you know, during the widowhood or whatever. You know.
Widowhood law.
Yes, I know. So that's why I say when you have any problem as a woman, as a widow, go to the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, and then report your case, and it will be handled. Okay? There are other cases, but what we're looking at, why would it even come up in the first place? Why would it come up? Because it will look like if you die and your wife will be treated that way. This is what we used to hear from other parts of the Igbo land, but it does appear it's inherent in Anambra now, where you want to take everything that your brother left behind. You know, it happened to my friend, but then it was the law in place. The law now wasn't in place then, so she was not able to go to the government, and she went to the court and still fought it out. Okay, let us regard women as human beings. That's what we're saying. Please give our people some advice before we go. Yes, Gloria, let me start with you.
Okay. The advice I should give to the society. Just like in conclusion of her last statement, we have widowhood law, which women can lay hands on. No woman will say that when you are disenfranchised of your husband's property, that you don't have any place to report. Go to Women Development Center, meet commissioner, you report your case, and that widowhood law will be used to fight for your rights, and you secure your rights. That is one aspect. Second aspect is that, as I earlier said, the traditional rulers are custodian culture. They should help us in this regard. In their various communities, try to protect the interests of widows in our society.
Okay.
Because most of the times, all these reports are being brought to them, but they are giving it a light decision without knowing the challenges the woman herself and the children are passing through.
Okay.
This happens especially where a woman gives birth to only female children. This is where it is even worse, because the brother-in-laws will take it that after all, woman has no place in their family. They will be married out, and for such reason, they will take everything the woman has, without knowing that the woman will still take care of those children before even they go to their husband's house, houses.
Okay.
So we are advising that the society will disregard all these activities that are affecting women, and help the women, and recognize that they are created by God as they men are being created too, so that they will give us opportunity to give our own rights, or to give out our own give us opportunity to exercise our rights. We have right as human beings, and we have right to do anything that will promote the development and progress of the society. We have that capacity.
Okay.
In an earnest.
Okay.
So give us that right and opportunity.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Today is the International Women's Day. Honorable Beatrice, let me come to you. How would IWD be celebrated today? And then what exactly is going on? Is there any kind of celebration for the International Women's Day today? And where is it happening?
Well, when it comes to celebration, I believe that every woman being alive today should celebrate, because that is the key. And other organizations that have access Maybe they have fun to do that. Just like in front of this ABS, I've seen canopy over there. And they are also doing the celebration as well. So we are celebrating women all over the world.
Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Every woman is what to be celebrated. That's what we are talking about. And now that we are here, Gloria, is there anything you want to say about this celebration today?
Yes. There's supposed to be celebration of International Women's Day at Women Development Center by the government of Anambra State through Women Affairs. But we just heard over the news that it has been cancelled. But that notwithstanding, as a CPN member, Child Protection Network member, we are proposing, because almost this month is for International Women's Day. So we are proposing to visit all the constituencies in Anambra State to educate the society about the rights of women. This is what we are going to do in earnest and in shortest period.
CPN is NGO is in charge of the children.
Yes.
So we're celebrating women.
Yes, we are celebrating women because our children are into our hands. And when you look at some of the cases that been having children living with some women or some who are caregivers of those children, are maltreating them in one way or the other. Some will pour hot water on the children. Some will use iron to dry the body of the child in form of his drying his clothes or her clothes or his clothes or thereabout. So we are going to the society to sensitize them about all these harmful practices to our children, because women are meant to protect and not to harm. That these are one of the things we are proposing to do as a network. You understand? And we will now use that opportunity also to educate them. As my organization concerned, Care for the Physically Challenged and Destitute Foundation, we are going to educate them that persons with disabilities, especially women aspect, we have the rights. They have the rights as a woman, as women, or just like every other woman. Because there are many rights that are being denied of because they are women with disabilities. So we are going into the society to educate the society in the three senatorial zones in Anambra State very soon as regards to this.
This year, Women International Day is not easy. The advice I want to give is, first of all, I want to say a very big thank you to our Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Anambra State. The woman is really fighting to make sure that the women in the society have their right back. I'm so happy about that. As a member of Child Protection Network, I know what we are going through, the cases we are submitting in her offices on a daily basis. But the advice I want to give is that we, the NGOs that is working with her, they should find a place, because I believe that in some of the communities, especially in those timid people, most women, the widows that are being maltreated, might not have access to go to the office to go and lay a complaint.
That's why you are there now.
That's what I'm saying. So I want them to set it as a burden. For example, let me use my place as an example. If you come to Okanot, you will tell this person, you should cover this place, you should cover this place. When it comes to maltreat of a widow, especially the widows.
Okay, we'll have to go.
Yes.
Maybe we'll give you another time to come and talk about this.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable Mrs. Beatrice Ifunanya Moye, member Anambra Child Protection Network, CPN. Thank you very much for coming today, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, and thank you, Gloria Nwa, Executive Director, Care for the Physically Challenged and Destitute Foundation. Thank you very much for coming.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, and for the viewers, we'd like to thank you for watching. Remember that we looked at investing in women to celebrate change. And that is to commemorate the 2024 International Women's Day celebration, which has its theme as invest in women and then accelerate progress. If you invest in women, then you are sure you are accelerating the progress of everything you are doing. Happy International Women's Day to all the mothers in the house, starting from producer Ife Unachupu and Amaka, the director, and then Ebuka and the youngest child in the house that took care of camera this day, Dan, and the whole lot of them in the house, and also an IT staff with us. Thank you, all of you that made it happen this morning and this week. Team Good Morning Anambra is the team to beat. I'd like to thank you and ask you to please have a good weekend as we come back on Monday for a fresh edition of Good Morning Anambra. My name is Tichama. Do have a good weekend.
Use energy at school.
Your champs need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast.
It has nutrients that support energy release